Ladies and gentlemen, the Zoa Morning Show returns even on a holiday. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope you guys are enjoying your holiday. I hope you enjoyed the weekend. This has been a long weekend. And I hope all is well for everybody out there. You already know, as is commonplace, I like to promote Black-owned businesses. And I'm going to do that right now before we get into our truncated version of the Zoa Morning Show on this holiday Monday. How's everybody doing? Anyway, if you're in my chat, man, do me a favor. I'm going to go to the YouTube page right now. If you're in my chat right now, shout me out. Say what's up. Say what's up, Zoe. Why is my email address up there? Okay, that's all right. We good. Shout out your city. I want to do a roll call real quick. Let us know what part of the country you're tapping into the Zoa Morning Show from. Let me see if I can see. We live right now, I think. Say it. Cool. Let's see. Let's see who's in here, who's tapped in. Oh, we got to change that. That's what it is. We got to change that. I think that's the description from last week. Hopefully. Anyway, we'll change that description. Don't get it twisted. Let me promote some of these Black-owned businesses right now. Of course, you are well aware of Russell Herbals. Russell Harrison, that is the guy. That is our guy right there, right? Great herbologist, great herb scientist, deals with detoxing at the highest level. I see y'all coming in here, Detroit, Dallas, Texas, Chatsworth, Atlanta up in the building. I see you guys. Make sure you guys go to Russell Herbals. It is springtime, rapidly heading into summertime. I want you guys to support Russell Herbals, all right? Get your detox going. Everybody hit the like button, hit the share button, say what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up. Dana Dorsey on the Cash App. We got a Cash App earlier today. Listen, if you want to support the channel today, I ask that my moderators put my Cash App in the chat, and everybody send your support to my Cash App today. I'd appreciate the support. Also, before I go to the next Black-owned business, we have an engineer in here by the name of Marcel, and we want to give Marcel his flowers today. If you guys want to support Marcel for doing a bang-up job, while Sarah's gone indefinitely. So Marcel is back. Sarah might pop up in the chat room, but Marcel is sitting in today. Everybody hit the like button. Let me know where you're chiming in from. Everybody hit the like button. The next Black-owned business I want to support, of course, it's also created by Russell Herbals. He is risen. Go to my website, MrZoWhat.com, and put in your order for He is Risen. Last week, Wednesday, I shipped out at least 13 packages. So you guys should be getting your packages today. Or not today. Well, yeah. No, not today. Today is a holiday. So I think a lot of you guys might be getting your packages on Tuesday, tomorrow, hopefully. But yeah, your packages were sent out on Wednesday, last week. All right. And then also, hold on. Who is this? Jawi Sola? Let's do this real quick. Jawi Sola. What's up, Jawi? Jawi Sola, what's happening?
Zone Williams.
What's up, bro? You know I'm on the air live. I'm doing the show live.
You have a show, right?
I'm on the radio right now, Jawi.
Good. That's good. That's good. This generation, I tell them that's it's on the show now.
They can
Tell
hear
them I'm on
you.
show now.
They can hear you.
Yes, that's good. I greet everybody there. I
Hey,
greet you, everybody. Give me everyone. Tell me where with everybody one there. So
yes,
shall be. So
yes.
shall be.
Ashe.
My brother. Greet
That's.
my people for me. Greet them for me. Greet them for me, radio.
I will greet
Greet them
them
for
for
me there.
you. I will greet them for you, Jawi.
I trust you, my brother.
Yeah.
So will I.
All right.
Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you.
Love you, brother. I'll talk to you in a little bit, man. All right. Peace.
No, you put my pro. You put. Make sure you promote me today there.
I,
So you can hear me again.
I will promote you today, Jawi.
Today.
All right. I got to go, brother. I'll talk to you.
Yes, I'm going to the show right now. I'm going to join the show right away. I'm going there now.
Okay. Go there right now.
I'm going to join there right now.
All right. Jawi Sola. Oh man, we gonna get it started. All right, so that's Jawi Sola. Jawi Sola is a Babalao out of Nigeria. He is of the Ifa tradition, African spiritual tradition. Jawi Sola is a really good brother. He calls, damn near every other day. And, he prays. Just a brother say, man, I want to pray. Let's pray. So good brother. I appreciate the brother. And unlike a lot of other people, man, I'm not a religious snob. Okay. I don't think my religion is better than other people's religion. See, when you get to a certain level of spiritual consciousness, what you're going to realize is the truth is in all of them. There's some truth in all belief systems. And so I see the value in all belief systems. And what I'm not going to do is come across as a spiritual narcissist to try to put other people down. Everybody is going through something and everybody is a work in progress. And to try to label others as worse than self, listen to how I phrase that. Label others as worse than self, to me, is a type of spiritual regression. Everybody is on a spectrum. Everybody is at different places on the spectrum. But the spectrum in and of itself is one. And this is why I appreciate Jawi Sola so much, because at the end of the day, he just wants to pray for folk. He just wants to help people. So that's why I respect Jawi Sola. We got a lot of self-righteous people out here who really put themselves on a spiritual pedestal as if they are somehow better than other people. And that in and of itself is, like I said, an act of spiritual regression. Again, let me continue to promote Black-owned businesses. Again, I said the last thing I left off on was He is Risen. If you want some He is Risen, all you got to do is go to MrZoWhat.com. I shipped out a package last Wednesday. People should be getting their packages it was a whole holiday weekend, so they should be getting their packages on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. But if you want He is Risen, all you got to do is go to MrZoWhat.com. Support. Then also there's Total Package Energy. We're at the end of the month, and typically at the end of the month, we make a significant push for Total Package Energy. And I'm asking everybody that supports brands like Celsius, C4, Monster, Bang, all those brands. I'm asking you guys to support a Black-owned brand out of Oakland, California, Total Package Energy, TPE, TotalPackageEnergy.com. I'm asking everybody to get over there and support that Black-owned business right now and do it with some aggression. It was my birthday weekend, by the way. Last week, Thursday, was my birthday. For everybody that shouted me out, for everybody that sent a Cash App, for everybody that, tuned into the show, left a message on Instagram, Facebook, and all these various platforms. I just want to say thank you. I appreciate it. I had a pretty chill, laid-back weekend. Nothing too extravagant. Got a chance to chill with friends. The Cigar Lounge had a chili cook-off, which I thought was dope. Nzinga, what's your engineer's Cash App, Mr. Zoe? Marcel, they're requesting your Cash App, sir. My man said, bam. Yes, so we appreciate that, and we encourage people to come in and support the channel. There's multiple ways to do it. You can support by hitting the Cash App, which is the $ down at the bottom of the chat, or you can send it directly to my Cash App. My Cash App is, there it is, $ Zoe What Natter. All the belated birthday gifts and all of that kind of stuff, we appreciate it. Just show your love. Now, we're going to jump right into our topics today. It's a lot going on in the world. First off, let's just cover this, get it out the way. NBA champion, Hall of Famer Bill Walton dies. Anybody knows anything about Bill Walton? Went to UCLA. He was the next great big man out of UCLA after Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Of course, drafted high, went to Portland, played with the Boston Celtics, was a newscaster, has a son, Luke Walton, who, of course, Laker fan, or not Laker fan, Laker player. Laker fans know who Luke is. They say he died of cancer. Basketball legend Bill Walton, who led the UCLA Bruins to 2 national titles before winning 2 championships during his NBA career, has died at the age of 71, not a very old man, after a prolonged battle with cancer. The NBA issued a statement saying Walton died Monday while surrounded by his friends and his family. Bill Walton was truly one of a kind. He was like a hippie, beatnik, smart guy. Really, really going to miss Bill Walton. If you love basketball, if you love the NBA, you understand what Bill Walton meant to the NBA. Now, what you're starting to see, and everybody knows this right now, or at least if you don't understand what's going on, a lot of people are dying from cancer. All types of cancers are showing up, popping up. You're starting to see that there's plastic in the foods. You're starting to see that even the quote-unquote healthy food, unless you grew it, unless you planted the seed, unless you own the soil, and then if you even look at the soil, you don't even know if the soil is contaminated. You don't know if the well water beneath the soil is contaminated. You don't know. So what's starting to happen is a lot of people, right, regardless of the quality of life they lived, they could have the best quality of life. You're starting to see the various types of cancers, the various types of illnesses are starting to pop up all over the place. And, it's really heavy to look at this, because we've been saying it on the Zoe What Show for many, many years. We did a show called In Sickness and in Health. We had Dr. Sabi on the show. We did a show with Dr. Russell from Russell Herbals, and he talked about detoxing. He talked about healing, not healing, but detoxing the organs. There's heavy metals in the organs. There's plastic, microscopic bits of plastic in your body. It's a lot of stuff that processed foods and, and even unprocessed foods. Because again, if you're not, you remember how Malcolm X used to talk about not letting someone else educate your children? Because if someone else educates your children, they wind up colonizing the minds of your children. Well, what about colonizing your colon? What about colonizing your liver? What about colonizing your large intestine? What about colonizing your lungs, right? Because, like I said, if you don't control the products that you consume, you put yourself in a precarious position, because now you're hoping that certain standards are for the benefit of the people who are consuming all of these products, you know. But I just wanted to shout out Bill Walton. To me, Bill Walton was an amazing commentator. I think his commentary on the game was better than his game. You know, of course, they're going to put him as one of the greatest ever, and you know how they do. But I don't think he's one of the greatest to ever play the game, but I think he's one of the greatest personalities to play the game. I think his intellectual contribution to the game in terms of, you know, calling games was amazing. And shout out to his family and everybody involved in his recent passing. Let's keep it pushing. I got to do this story. Gosh. I hope this isn't true, but it's reported by Yahoo Sports. Colorado safety Shiloh Sanders, Deion's son, facing NIL questions after filing for bankruptcy. $12 million assault lawsuit. Well, it appears that he assaulted somebody allegedly, pro-allegedly, and they're going to sue him. Of course they're going to sue him because you're Deion's son. And nobody's going to sit up here and be hypocritical and say you shouldn't have done it. Whatever circumstances that led to it, we can all moralize on it and basically say, oh, you shouldn't have did this, you shouldn't have did that, you're Deion's son, blah, blah, blah. All of that is obvious. You know, there's the human aspect, of course. People make mistakes. There's that aspect. But then also, this is going to cost you a lot of money because you're Deion's son. And that's unfortunate. That's how the judicial system works. You're Deion's son. So, you know, they're saying the guy had a lot of injuries, spinal injuries, you know, incontinence. You know, they're saying he has injuries that he won't be able to recover from. So that speaks to the level of ferociousness of the alleged attack. Not looking real good. I'm not going to put too much on this. Hate to see that. Hate to see one of Deion's sons caught up in a trick bag, but that's what it is. And I'm not justifying his behavior or action. Like I said, it's easy for everybody to come on and say, yo, you Deion's son, you should carry yourself, you should conduct yourself in a certain way. But Deion's son is a young man, and young men tend to lose their cool. You know, I'm a young man. I lost my cool 6 or 7 years ago, so I understand. Yeah, that's tough. Let's get to what I really want to talk about. I covered a few things. Let's get to what I really want to talk about. There is no Voice of Reason show today. This is my only show today, and I'm really happy about it. So let me talk about what I really want to talk about. When you're happy, when God has given you what you've been asking for, humble yourself. If you got what you've been asking for, why would you take the time to reflect on the past and condemn the past? Maybe the past, if it was difficult, if it was challenging, if it pressed you in a certain way. Maybe the past was part of your path that led you to what you have now. And if what you have now is better than, if what you have now makes you happy, if what you have now is an up leveling from what you had, why? What's the purpose? Let me tell you what the purpose is. Y'all have heard me talk about this before on The Voice of Reason. This is a get back culture. This is a culture who want to get their lick back. This is a culture who feel like, well, if he got a show, I should be able to say my piece too. Right? That's what this is. This is a get back culture. You know, I feel as if he might be talking about me. I feel as if he might be slighting me. Well, I got to say my side of it. The reason why we're like that is because we're not as healed as we think we are. I just got to keep it. We're not as healed as we think we are. I told you, healing is on a continuum. And the qualities of a good person is on a continuum. Everything is on a spectrum. You don't have no goddamn absolute 100% integrous people. That's what makes people imperfect. Last year, 2023, I did a show, right, on The Voice of Reason, on KBLA Talk 1580 Voice of Reason show, right? On a concept called, let me pull it up right now. Here we go. On a concept called wabi-sabi, the Japanese art of impermanence, right? Taken from the Japanese words wabi, which translates to less is more, and sabi, which means attentive melancholy. Wabi-sabi refers to an awareness of the transient nature of earthly things and a corresponding pleasure in the things that bear the mark of impermanence. Some would even say imperfection. Some people say wabi-sabi represents imperfection. Things are not perfect, right? The impermanence of the good thing in turn makes it imperfect, right? Talked about this, right? When you hurt somebody, their pain trumps their spiritual rationality. What is spiritual rationality? Well, you hurt me, and the only reality that I have is the pain that I feel, so that overrides and trumps everything else. In a spiritual sense, anything that happens to us is recontextualized as happening for us. In a spiritual sense, anything that has happened to us, this is spiritual rationale, by the way. You can read the works of the Buddha. You can read the works of Moji or Muji. You can read the works of Krishnamurti. You can read the works of David R. Hawkins. You can read the works of Robert Anton Wilson. You can read the works of Eckhart Tolle. You can read the works of Pema Chödrön. You can read the works of a lot of people, right, that go deep into you can go even deeper. Madame Blavatsky, the Theosophical Society. You can go even deep. You can read all this spiritual information that has been compiled over centuries of time. You could read the esoteric works of the higher degrees of Masonry. All say the same shit. The spiritual recontextualization of what happens to you are things that are happening for you, right? You got people that will subtly and manipulatively cast you in the light of a permanent villain in their life. The great Krishnamurti, of course, right? Paramahansa Yogananda, Swami Sri Yukteswar. They all say the same thing. Things that happen to you, right? Things that happen to you ultimately happen for you. Humble yourself in good times. If things are good, find a way to say thank you. If things are better than they used to be, find a way to say, I'm grateful. Find a way to say, I'm pleased. And I'm happy and I'm content. And thank you for providing this moment to me. Find a way to honor the one who gave you the moment. But if you find a way to look back and to try to condemn the road you traveled across to get to where you are, spiritual immaturity. Signs that you might not be as happy as you think you are. Signs that you might not be content if you're looking back. Look forward. And if things are better, stay in a mindset of gratefulness. You understand? Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Come on, hit that like button. I just think that's an important message to deliver. See, everybody got a story to tell. Everybody been through something. And you know what's interesting? It's funny how there's two sides of the story, and your side of the story seems 100% foreign to the person who co-created the story with you. Isn't that interesting? We experienced some things together, but your story don't look or sound anything like my story. Like we had totally different perspectives and viewpoints. But let me tell you this. As I've gotten older, I know for certain I've gotten better. And if you have been in a relationship with me over the past 5 years, you've gotten the best version of me to date. I know for certain I could say that. If you've been in a relationship with me over the past 5 years, you've gotten the best version of me to date. Now, does that mean I didn't lie? No, I lied. No, I did. If I lied, does that mean I didn't try to make amends for my lie? Yeah, I acknowledge my lie. I tried to make amends. Did you drag your lie on? Yeah, probably dragged it on way, way, way longer than it should have. Yep. Did you apologize for doing that? Yep. Was it accepted? Yep. You know what I find difficult? Some of us believe that accountability is unidirectional. Like the way it's framed is you're the only victim or villain in this situation. I know there are a lot of men out there who go through it. You're the villain, brother. You did wrong, brother. Villainy is a two-way street. You're a villain if you allow somebody to pour into you for over a year and you know you don't want to be in with them. You allow them to pour into you. You allow them to love on you. You allow them to spend money on you. You know you don't want to be with them. That's a villain. That's a villain. If you pouring into somebody and they pulling away and giving their attentions to others, that's a villain. If you're pouring into somebody and they stonewall you, that's a villain. If you're pouring into somebody, right, and they're mimicking the behaviors of a narcissist, they're not returning your calls, they don't respect you anymore, that's a villain. You don't do that to people you claim you care about. You either cut the shit off cold turkey and say, I can't fuck with you no more, because if I continue to fuck with you, I'm going to drag you. Right? But if you're getting comfortable and acclimated to leaving a person while allowing them to pour into you, that's a villain. That is a villain. I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying here. I don't know if you guys resonate with any of that. Third Eye says I'm an anti-hero. But on the flip side, they could say, you wasn't done with it. I'm more of an anti-hero. I'm trying to hang in there, but need to know why we're having this. Why do you need to know why? What? You can't apply this conversation to your life, King Lee? It's a relationship talk that is pretty ubiquitous. This is not a unique experience, King Lee. You say, why are we having this conversation? This conversation would make more sense if I said bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Niggas is bullshit. Niggas is out here fucking around. Like, this is not sensationalist talk. This is philosophical talk about relationships, about why there's a rift between black men and women. Right? There's a rift between black men and women because most of us are products of a toxic society. Even those who have money, even those who have, some resources or whatever, still a product of a toxic society at large. Then when you go even deeper and you look at the family, the community, how you were raised, who raised you, what baggage they were carrying, that factors in. So you have the societal piece, the familial piece, then not lower, but further down the line, you have the generational piece. Right? And none of this is a justification or a get out of jail free card, to have bad behavior. All right. All of this is to say, hey, when I get into a relationship, I try to show up looking for, different aspects of myself that were unbeknownst to me. Relationship will reveal that to you every time. So I go back to the main point of my thesis today. If you're doing better, humble yourself and be grateful and be thankful. If you're not doing better, understand what it is that you could do to make things better. Understand what it is that you could do to improve. Right? Because I'm going to be honest with you. One of the things I hate the most, I ain't going to say hate, but this, I don't like it. I believe that there's no space for humanity in relationships. Humanity means the flawed attribute of humanity. You heard me talk about it earlier, wabi-sabi, the sense of impermanence, the sense of imperfection, the Japanese concept wabi-sabi. Again, I dislike that, and I dislike the one-sided villainy. We will cast one person as a villain. We will not see villainy as a two-way street. And I'm not talking ubiquitously either. I'm not talking about, if a woman provokes or says something or pushes a button, as they say, and a man goes off the fucking deep end and tries to break her arm or breaks her arm or, really hurts her and damage her. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that that is justified. It is not. It is not. What I'm saying is we are all responsible for small, tiny little choices that we make in relationships. And sometimes those choices that we make lead to outcomes that we never thought we would experience or lead to outcomes that we really didn't want. And in those moments of reflection or in moments of reflection, you can sit back and say, you know what? Right there, I should have made a different kind of choice. Or right there, my thought process should have been adjusted a little bit. I do it all the time. I do it every morning before I leave to think about how I'm going to show up in the world. Not how I'm going to show up as a persona, but how the world is going to cause me to show up, like trigger me to respond in a certain way. So I'm always watching how I'm going to show up. You feel me? It's a tug of war. And I'm just going to say, if you're in a good space with yours, with you and yours, stay in a good space. Be thankful. As Kendrick Lamar would say, sit down. Be humble. Be humble that God led you to a space of peace. Don't flaunt your peace. Right? Because that's a type of spiritual hubris. That's a type of spiritual arrogance. To flaunt your peace. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? To flaunt your peace. That's spiritually arrogant. When God gives you grace and peace, that's when you should be at your most humble. In my opinion. In my opinion. All right. That was my Memorial Day speech. I just want to send love out to everybody. I know everybody is enjoying. Is anybody barbecuing? Will anybody be barbecuing today? All right. Can I get everybody to support the channel? If you guys want me to stay a little longer, I will, but y'all just in here. It's 200 people in here. Can we get 20 people to drop $5 on my Cash App? And I'll stay a little longer. We'll talk a little bit more. Thank you, good brother. Thank you for the super chat. There is nothing more frightful than ignorance in action. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. I love that. There is nothing more frightful than ignorance in action. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. That's good. That is good. All right, I'm going to read some of these. I see y'all in the chat. Waiting on the rain to stop. I was at a car show cookout. Yeah. I'm going to drink my coffee and mind my black-owned business. Had to let you... What? Had to let you get your words out. So, oh, no worries. That boy good. Come on, y'all. It's 230 of us in here. Let's talk. Nikki Love, I see you supporting big time. Listen, go to my Cash App. $ Zowat Netter. $. There it is. I see somebody, I don't want to mispronounce your name, Kahi Rusan. Thank you for the Cash App. We appreciate it. Carlton A., thank you for the Cash App. We appreciate it. We asked for 20 people to jump in and drop a 5 spot on the Cash App. Holla at your brother. I see y'all tapping in right now. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm responding to a message. It's Kahi. Is that what it is? Yes. All right. Don't forget, download the KBLA Talk 1580 app. Man, I done told y'all we got 90,000 downloads. Yo, Robert Ellis, I see y'all jumping in. Robert Ellis, somebody else just jumped in. Let me make sure I get their name as well. Casey Crosby, what up? Marvin, Robert Ellis, Floyd, Carlton, Dana, EJ410. Come on, y'all, get in here. Let's get it pushing. I see y'all in here, man. I appreciate you guys for supporting. Oh, Truemonger jumped in here. Now, for the KBLA Talk 1580 show, that is the voice of reason. I do it with Tavis Smiley Monday through Thursday. I do it on Tavis Smiley's platform Monday through Thursday. Although it's not officially syndicated yet, it's basically syndicated because of my social media footprint. A lot of you guys tap into that show. What's important, I want you guys to go to the Apple Podcast and leave your 5-star reviews. Go to Spotify, leave your 5-star reviews, share it. There's over 400 episodes of The Voice of Reason. A whole lot of content, whole lot of topics, very unique perspectives that we present on that show. Monday through Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Shows is crazy. I want you guys to go there, leave some comments. You guys already know YouTube is shadow banned a little bit. What we've been able to do here. So your comments, your likes, your shares, these are very, 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 very important. Like I said, we got some major things on the horizon in terms of a new book is coming. Really excited about the new book. Hold on. Yeah, I'm really excited about the new book. I've been sitting on it for 2 years, and it's really rounding into shape, into really good shape. I feel better about this book than all of the previous books, and I felt damn good about all of those books. So I don't know what the reading culture is for young black folk, but we got to get back to it. We need some new ideas for relationships. We need some new concepts. And look, can I say, I don't know if I say this, if it'll be received well. I don't know if this will be received well. Should I say it? Should I say this? I don't know if it'll be received well. So maybe I'm. So in this society, we're pushed to accept people of all different backgrounds. Right? Pushed, forced, cajoled, conditioned, propagandized, marketed to, right? To accept people from all different backgrounds, right? Lloyd Hinton, thank you for the Cash App, right? Whether they are neurodivergent, which is the new politically correct way of saying the old outdated term retarded. They're neurodivergent, right? They could be on the high functioning spectrum or end of, say, the autism spectrum, the high functioning end, right? They could be high functioning, right? You could be a high functioning BPD, borderline personality disorder, or, bipolar disorder, or ADHD, or, you understand? Back in the day, we'd be like, that kid is touched, something wrong with that kid. Now there's a new term, right? Neurodivergent, which is basically saying the neurodivergent people have an entirely different brain, right? What's interesting is we are forced, LGBTQ, right, plus, we are forced through legislation, through marketing, promotion, the whole 9 yards, to accept people as they are. But do you know how difficult it is to accept a human being, the humanity of a human being in a relationship? We're being forced through propaganda, through media, to accept the differences of people. Do you know why that is? Because psychologically, it's almost impossible for you to retrain your brain. I'm not saying it isn't possible. I'm not saying with work and dedication, you can't rewire anything about yourself. And the reason why I see it that way is because a lot of times we do shit on a superficial level. We get into the law of attraction based off of what we want, not who we are essentially. So there's an end result in everything that we're doing. There's an end goal. I'm in this for that. Do you understand? There's no real, I'm one with the thing that I'm asking to give me something. Do you hear what I'm saying? There's no, did you understand what I said? There's no real understanding that you're one with the source that you're asking to do something for you from, right? You're asking the source to do something, but you don't really understand that you are one with that source that you're asking. So for many people, this is why they still have unforgiveness in their heart. This is why their wounds take longer to heal, because there's a separation between themselves and the source of whom they're asking for everything from. There is no separation between you and source. Vanetta Colbert, thank you. There is no separation from you and source. It's the only separation is the separation that the ego creates. And the ego is basically saying you deserve better, you didn't deserve that, you're honorable, you're dope. They're not. Right? They're not a good person because they did this or they said this. Right? Or you experienced that. That's right. Carl Jung, everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves, Carl Jung. But a lot of people don't see that as the mirror of relationship. A lot of people don't understand that. First off, whether it's quantum physics or it's quantum psychology, all that shit is coming out of spiritual teachings, out of what used to be considered the mystery schools, right, of the ancient worlds. The mystery schools of the ancient world is what produced what we look at today as psychology, what we look at today as quantum mechanics. The mystery schools knew about this stuff. Vanetta Colbert, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, don't be afraid to hit that Cash App. Please support the Cash App. We asked 20 people to do it. I think we got about 10. Can we get that final 10 people to hit that Cash App? Go to my Cash App, $ZoWhatNetter. Do it right now. Go to my Cash App, $ZoWhatNetter. Let's see, Zo. You have a way of confirming a lot of what folks feel. Salute, brother. But here's the thing. Don't nobody really give a fuck about that unless they're receiving. Listen to what I'm saying. No disrespect to you, my friend, Papa Lance. But the reality of it is people don't really give a fuck about me. They give a fuck about what they're receiving. And if what they're receiving is high quality and it means something to them, boom, they're golden. If for some reason that I am no longer able to give them what initially drew them to me, I have very little meaning to people. I mean very little to people. And this has been my experience. This has been my experience. Right? It's almost like if you look at, say, somebody like Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant, as fans watching, our expectation is he's going to have at least 30 tonight. That's just what he do. He going to have 30. So when he have 18 or 19 and we go, what the fuck? And he having a tough night and he bricking, we going, the fuck is wrong with him? Is he sick? Is he injured? That's some bullshit. It's almost like we'll turn on them in a moment because they're not doing, what we thought they should do automatically and without fail. Nobody is without fail. Right? And sometimes we bring that same kind of mentality into our intimate relationships. Not him. He would never do something like that. He would never make, or she would never make this kind of mistake. And the reality of it is, this is a perfect example of how we don't have room for humanity in relationships. Why don't we have room for humanity in relationships? It's really quite simple. The main reason for why we don't have room, right, for humanity in relationships is because we're unhealed. We have unconscious software, right? Computer software in the back of our consciousness running. I promise you, ask people, what is your attachment style? The common response is, I don't know, what is an attachment style? Now, you have people running around here talking about relationship as a mirror because they heard me say it, or they heard Krishnamurti say it, or, you know. But you got to ask the other question, which is, what's your attachment style? And once you discover the attachment style, you start to figure out subtleties and nuances within a person's character that will better serve you than the question of what did you do to end your last 5 relationships? What were you responsible for, right? Once you figure out a person's attachment style, you start to see, oh, this is what you didn't get as a child, and this is what you're now craving as an adult. What you didn't get as a child is what you will desire as an adult. What you didn't get as a child is what you will desire from another within an intimate relationship as an adult. Do you understand? And if a person can't give you what your mama and them didn't give you, that don't make them a bad person. And if a person can give you what your mama and them, thank you LPS for the Cash App. If a person can give you what your mama and them couldn't give you, that doesn't necessarily mean they're a good person either. Sometimes the best person you could be with is the person that's going to get you outside of the desire for what you missed as a child. That's right, Nzinga. The love languages are really attachment wounds crying out, which was, eloquently explained to us by Dr. Jashana Johnson. And the reason why I'm talking about this, let me just come on out. Thank you, brother. Rain doesn't fall on one roof alone, African proverb. The reason why I'm talking about this is because I got a very disturbing message, or I saw a very disturbing message the day after my birthday. It's very disturbing. And it got me thinking, I just started thinking like, anyway, I hope everybody is good. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. Nah, I ain't gonna do it. I hope everybody's having a good day, a wonderful day. I hope everybody is happy. And I'm gonna say this again. If you good, be humble. If you're doing better, be humble. You feel me? Who is Amp Irby? What the fuck is you talking about? I don't block people from the channel Amp Irby. What is you talking about? I got moderators in here that do that. And if they deem something you say as disrespectful, they gon' block you. Like, right, they gonna block you. This is just, it's not me. They think I'm doing it. I'm not blocking y'all. to be honest with you, I miss about 85% of the chat. Somebody said, "Oh Lord, we was having a good time." No, we good. We good. Yo, Roosevelt, thanks for the Cash App. Hey man, I appreciate you guys, man. We got 3 Cash Apps since I said we needed 10 more. We just need 7 more people to show up and show their love. 7 people. Can you show up on the Cash App? $Zowhat Don't forget to support He Is Risen. I got about 25 bottles left. If you want one, go to my website, MrZowhat.com. Also, go to Russell Herbals. Thanks for the game as always. Just lost one of my military OGs. Rest in peace, Lee Adams. Shout out to Lee Adams. Rest in peace. Yeah, we appreciate everybody for tapping in. Hey, Marcel, what's your Cash App, man? Marcel has been sitting in for Sarah last year on one of the mods. Last year, one of the mods put me on a timeout, so sometimes they be on a power trip. Oh, wow. Pretty Brown Mimi in here snitching. Okay, cool. Marcel, hey, please support brother Marcel, $MARC3B. Hey, Sebron, thank you for the 5 spot. We need 6 more people to do it. I'm not going to get off until we get at least 6 more. Can we get 6 more people to do it? Jump in there right now. Show your love. Support for the Zowhat Morning Show. Joking. Just joking, mods. I love y'all. You just snitched on everybody. Talking about you love them. Come on now. I got blocked for asking about the crew. Sir, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Like I said, I'm not personally responsible directly, I guess, for like people blocking you or, doing that. I apologize for that, Brother Irby. Does anybody know how to unblock him? Because I don't want the brother to be blocked. I don't want the brother to be blocked. Now listen, I haven't done a Black God. Thank you, brother. I haven't done a reading show in a while on KBLA. The topics have been so heavy, they've been so entrenched, they've been so deep. I think I'm asking, should I do a reading show? Because I haven't done one in a long time. You said, get the fuck out, Amp. Did you say something crazy, Amp? See, this is what I mean. This is this perpetual victimhood shit right here. Amp Irby, what did you say? You're on the stand now. What did you say that got my attention that caused me to pop off on you? Did you say something? I just want to know. What did you say? And let's see if he remembered if he came in here antagonistically or not. Were you an antagonizer? I'm just interested to know. DeMario, thank you for the Cash App. Thank you. I'm very interested to see. Did you come here talking reckless? You told me to get the fuck out. Sounds like get the fuck out is a response. That wasn't a salutation. That wasn't hello. What did you say to elicit get the fuck out? I'm interested now. I know he's looking for an audience or attention. I just want to see if there's any intellect there. Just a little bit. Poquito. Yes. I had to do it. I said, what's up with the crew? You said, I'm doing something different now. When Kevin and Timmy Tight Top stop coming, I got to record it. You recorded it. That's good. Oh, yeah, they weren't there, and you came in and you started asking about their whereabouts, right? And I said, get the fuck out right after that. Amp Irby, did I say get the fuck out right after you said that? Or did I say, we're having a different discussion. We can't talk about this right now. What else did you say, Amp? Come on, you got to record it. Come on. I love it. Y'all seen that little pit bull that was where the dude is doing the voiceover and he keeps licking his tongue and he goes, and then they took this bone from me. And I said, that's how Amp Irby sound right now. And you said, get the fuck out. Oz just don't go the fuck off. It's true. I don't go off unless I have to be prompted. Yes, I brought your first book and was a day. That's not answering my question. That's not answering my question. All right, listen. I gotta go now. It's time. I just wanted to jump in on this Memorial Day. Marcel, is there a way that you could rename this So What? Is it Memorial Day? Yeah, So What Memorial Day show. You were scared spraying Lysol everywhere because you were scared of the pandemic. What? Okay, now we're not even addressing it. Okay, cool. All right, hey, listen, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. I'm up out of here. Tomorrow, it's back to normal. I'm doing KBLA 7 to 9 p.m. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your holiday weekend. Number love. Deuces.